There you go. Where you going? Huh? Where you headed tonight? Can I come?
No,
What's up?
please get away from me.
Hey, why are you running away? I'm not gonna hurt you.
Please, leave me
Hey,
alone.
hey, I'm just. Hey, calm down, calm down. Where you going tonight?
Help!
I just wanna
Help!
know where you're going.
I'm not going. I'm going
Why are
home.
you screaming?
I'm going. Hey, where are you going? Come back here.
Damn, where are you going?
Ask Barbara, how does switching genders make you feel?
It was interesting. It was definitely made me feel like it was real life because while I've been at school here, multiple times I've seen it on the streets, and with time I've helped out and got the guy away from the girl, and like stuff like this does seriously happen, and like in the video, it's especially scary when the guy or whoever it is corners you and you feel like there's nowhere to go and that you just feel trapped and that you aren't safe and you just feel like the world's about to end for you.
Do you feel personally that there's enough emphasis in catcalling in today's world?
No, because I've seen it multiple times since I've been in school here in the past few months, and I've seen a few encounters and a few times I've been outside, let alone how many people are in this world. It happens everywhere, and like in train stops, any big social area, males just feel that they have enough power and that there isn't enough punishment for what this causes, because even if they don't cause any physical damage, it causes a lot of mental damage on the woman, because now they feel I'm afraid to go out at night, and it just completely changes their mindset.
Do you feel personally that there is enough emphasis on catcalling in today's world?
Somewhat. I mean, sometimes you notice there's like interviews and like articles about it, but no. I would say sometimes yeah, but mostly no. Because there's still many, many women getting like harassed or catcalling in the streets today, and nobody says anything. Now they label it as like, oh, that was funny, or oh, like they just shake it off and think it's no big deal.
Like I asked them, have you personally gone through encounters such as these in your life? If so, how did the encounters make you feel?
Yes, I have, and it was very uncomfortable, and like it wasn't something like serious like what happened in the video with me and Matt, but it definitely makes you feel a type of way that, you know, you're like, you just feel like grossed out and you feel uncomfortable and you just, you know, even though it was like, obviously you heard us laughing in the video, like we were having a good time, but in the real world, like when you're out in New York or anywhere at night, you could see how Matt felt, like you could see how he was scared, but it's like a serious matter. It's not, you know, even though we're having a good time, it's not something that if it does happen to someone, you could laugh about.
Have you personally gone through encounters such as these in your life? If so, how did you feel after the encounters?
Yeah, I've gone through them a lot. It's very annoying. It gets kind of aggravating after
after a while, but
Where did the incident occur? Do you think the location of the incident may have influenced on why they decided to act like that?
I've encountered them in Jersey City, and where I was from home in Tom's River, it never happened before. So I think like being here, like you're walking around a lot, you're not driving a lot, so I think it has a big impact on it.
Hello, Thea.
Hi, Matt.
So, even though you weren't around for the video, I'll ask you a few questions because I know you can answer them. How old were you when you encountered a situation such as this, and when was it?
I was actually 15 with my mom, and we were walking into Walmart while two large males were walking out of Walmart, and they kind of just stared us down, looking at our butts. Am I allowed to say that? Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Looking at our butts, and they made a comment like, "God damn." And I actually got very offended and very angry because not only was it like towards me, it was also towards my mom. And it just made me feel angry and uncomfortable, so I actually made a comment back to them. And my mom told me to really just keep walking and ignore it, because the more you interact and say something back to them, the more they continue it, and they might actually get aggressive with you, so that can cause even more altercations.
Okay. Do you think in today's society that there's enough emphasis and like care about how women feel after situations such as these, or you feel like this isn't really a topic that's really talked about enough?
I feel like it all depends on if you've been in the situation. Like, if you were to ask a guy their perspective on that question, they would really kind of say, no, it's not a big deal, like, just ignore it. But it honestly makes us women, like, annoyed, like, frustrated, kind of talked down to almost, and it makes me feel uncomfortable that I'm being stared at and thought of in that way. And then rudely, called like, "God damn," or "whoa," and like just remarks like that. So I don't feel like there's enough being done, because
It keeps
what are you
happening.
gonna do about it? Yeah, like you can't, police officers aren't around 24/7 to be able to like experience and witness everything like that. So I don't know that enough is done about it.
Well, thank you, Thea.
Where you